Yo.
You have to wait till I leave from shooting a podcast. Yeah, I'm here now. I'm here.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T. We good? That's what we need. We ready? Okay, we back, baby. Another episode of Pop Your Shit podcast, where controversy meets the streets. You know, the topics that we discuss, do not take it personal. It's just everybody's opinion, and I want to thank everybody who donated. You know, that came dropped off their comforters or whatever they had available to pass out to the homeless. I'll pass it out tomorrow because I didn't have time to do it today because I was a little twisted from last night at a place to toast. And yeah, thank you for your support. It could have turned out a little better, you know. I've told y'all Rod Wave was down there. They should have showed up, but you know, Rod, you know what I mean? That's the petty shit they do. That's the city, but I ain't tripping. I do thank the people that did come out. What else? What else I gotta talk about? Boom, bang, boom. Got that off the way. But yeah, you know, tune in, share. We got a good episode today. You know, me and my guy get to hold it down. You know, no females here today, all fellas. We about to hold it down. So ladies, tune in. We got some good controversial topics for y'all. And yeah, without further ado, you know, I got my man Dave Kenney in the building. You know, Mr. Rap battle. Yeah, put y'all money up. What's up? Put y'all bread up.
Y'all don't want to do that.
Yeah, put that bread up.
They scared.
Yeah, they scared. They know what's up. But anyway, man, without that, let me get into a quick question for you. Was Av scared of you?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and say Av was scared of me.
He was scared.
See, I don't know because like people who know battle rap, like even the greats in battle rap consider Av one of the best punchline rappers to ever do it.
He got some bars.
Yeah, so I don't think he was necessarily scared of me. I think he was scared of showing up unprepared. Like a fully prepared Av is dangerous, but I think he was afraid to show up unprepared.
See, I feel like he really didn't. He don't know you, so he really don't have nothing to go at you. You know what I mean? And all them dudes he been battling, he know them, so he can bring up shit that he know about, and I feel that.
But I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of dudes don't even get personal in battle rap no more. So like that aspect of him not having no dirt on me because like I wasn't getting personal with him. It was more so me standing in front of him and letting him know like pound for pound, nigga,
yeah,
I'm better than you. Like I mean, like that's what it was. I wasn't gonna talk about.
Av was scared. Av was scared. He was scared. Av, you was scared.
Yeah, everybody got their own opinion. I don't think he was scared, but a lot of people, you know what I mean? A lot of people got their own opinion. And the battle's still going down. Yeah, my man Woozy is you know, he's behind the business aspect of it. So I told him let me know. Yeah, shout out to Woozy, man. I told him let me know though because I was ready to just spit my shit so the fans could hear it. Like fuck the battle. Like I'm gonna just spit my shit so the fans can hear it. So he was like, nah, bro, don't do that. Like, yeah, I mean, it's still gonna go down. So
yeah, I just tweaked them bars a few. Damn me, some other shit you probably wanted to say, just throw it in there now.
And that's what it is. Like, I'm looking back at it like, damn, this nigga, he gave me a chance to like now really go in for real, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so shout out to Av, man. Whenever it happened, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a classic.
Yeah. Shout out to Av. Quit ducking, my man. Yeah, you ducking. Yeah, come to Pittsburgh, baby. You ducking. You could have called, text before. I ain't gonna make it. Don't wait till the day of and be like, I can't make it. Ducking, my man. But anyway, man, let's get into these topics, man. For real. Tune in, share, ladies. It's the fellas holding it down. Yeah.
Hold on. One thing I want to say too. I think just me being a real nigga, like a lot of people consider me the face of Pittsburgh battle rap, and I'm humble, but I also want to shed light on a few other people who's doing it. So like if you're not in tune with Pittsburgh battle rap, check out Fizzy. He's from Larmer. He's a battle rapper, worldwide. Fizzy. Check out 40K. Check out Rondo. He's a battle rapper. Yeah, man, there's a couple dudes that just come to mind right there, but I support everybody. Pittsburgh battle rap, stand up, man.
But you know what you should do? You should start throwing your own little, you know what I mean? Rent a joint out, put somebody on the card, go ahead, you know what I mean?
So, I like, this is what I tell people, like, I'm not interested in battle rap. I'm just a fan, right? So if I never battle rapped again, I'm okay with that. However, when somebody presents an opportunity for me to do it and it makes sense, then I'll do it because at the end of the day, I love doing it. It's just like, I'm not trying to make a career out of it. Like,
no, I'm talking about those.
I don't want to get involved with the business, man. These niggas is bougie and
I feel
a headache, man. Like, I've been ahead to smack one of these niggas,
man.
Like,
I feel you.
So I don't want to get involved. I told Woozy, I don't want to get involved with the business. Give me my money. I'm gonna show up and do what you paid me to do. Like, I mean,
okay.
So
Enough said. Let's get into the topics, man. Ladies, tune in because we got some for you. All right, this was a topic from a young woman that was on Facebook. She said, "Why can't men and women see eye to eye, relationship-wise?" Relationship-wise, my opinion on that is, if y'all both ain't on the same page mentally, you know, I feel as though there's always gonna be, you know, some friction in there somewhere. Y'all ain't gonna, you know, agree on certain things if you ain't there on the same page mentally. Because I could be on some shit like, I'm trying to save money, I'm trying to do this and do that, you know what I mean? And you might be on some, oh, I'm trying to spend this money, I'm trying to buy this, I want that. But if y'all ain't on the same page as far as, you know, what y'all want out of life and what y'all trying to build together, I think y'all always gonna have, disconnect somewhere in there. That's just my take on that. But and they can see eye to eye, just basically on, like, y'all got to be on the same page with it. I gotta, you know, you gotta want my dream to be your dream, and I gotta want your dream to be my dream. We just build on it. Like if not, then we just gonna have friction, and back and forth is just always gonna be, you know, play a problem. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. So one thing I was gonna say in regards to that is men and women can see eye to eye.
Yeah.
I've seen healthy relationships. I have examples around me of healthy relationships that are flourishing. Not them just getting by and able to put up with each other, but them loving each other to the point where they can't live without each other. You know what I mean? Them type of relationships. However, from my own personal, because I just I'm in a relationship now, but before that I got out of a 10-year relationship, and I can speak just from my personal experience. I think just reflecting hindsight being 2020, when you got somebody that was brought up in survival mode and then somebody that was brought up in love, then it's not a good balance, because the person in survival mode is going to always put their self first, and the person brought up in love is going to keep giving until they can't give no more. And that person brought up in survival mode is going to keep taking. So it's not a fair exchange of you know, energy, or fair exchange of whatever.
That's true, because we talked about that on the last subject. Was would you rather be raised on love or survival? You know what I mean? And I chose love at the end of the day, because, like, at the end of the day, if there ain't no love out there, then it's bad. Like, I grew up on love. Like, my mom always, you know what I mean? That's why I'm a giving person. But for not to get off the topic, but I don't know. We can't, like he said, we can't see eye to eye. It's just y'all gotta, you know, y'all gotta have that main goal. What we trying to accomplish in a relationship? We gotta have that main goal. Like,
and then another thing, looking at it, like, as far as men and women relationship go, people gotta understand, like, artists shape culture. So, like, artists is the biggest influence of our culture. So when you have the biggest artists in our culture screaming, you know, real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga, or, you know, you got a nigga rapping like, oh, like, you know, rapping about having multiple women instead of having a family. Because a lot of these rappers, they'll rap about having multiple bitches and cheating on this bitch and sad chicks, but then, like, they go home to their wife and they faithful, you know what I mean? So artists shape culture, so that got a lot to do with you know, why men and women
that's
can't
good.
go
I never thought about that. Yeah. She fuck nigga free then. She fuck nigga free. Real rap, but man, I think, man,
she fuck nigga free, huh?
Yeah, she better not be. I'm watching her. But yeah, man, far as relationship wise, man, I think it is possible to see eye to eye. Just gotta, you know, have a common goal that y'all both trying to get to. That's it,
right?
Basically.
And a lot of us never seen our parents have that healthy relationship. So a lot of us didn't have good examples of relationships, like to model our relationship. A lot of us men weren't taught to be men. You know, a lot of young women weren't taught to be women. So I think all in all, man, it just depends on, you know, who you are, you know, personality, characteristics, and, you know, your morals and beliefs.
Yeah, that boy's smart. Yeah, let's move on to the next topic, man. That was a good, right there. Artist shapes culture. I like that. Oh, the next one. What's your thoughts on the Brittany Griner situation? First, my thoughts on Brittany Griner's situation would be, first of all, I'm glad she's home. You know, I'm glad she's back, you know, with her family and things like that. But the trade that they did, I really don't know. I can't really speak on how I really feel about it, but I'm gonna just tell you this. I think that was like, I'm glad she's home, man. That's the only thing I could really say. I'm glad she's home. She ain't over there because I don't think nobody want to be locked up in Russia. The trade that they did, I feel as though, United States fumbled the ball on that one. I think they did. I think they could have got a couple more people free for the dude that they did give up. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. And I don't think she should have been jailed for no little bit of weed oil, whatever the hell she had, over there in Russia. They did that on purpose. Or like another dude had said on there, do you think like she was like working for somebody, like, you feel me, like CIA or FBI or some shit? I forgot how he worded it on her, but I feel like he felt like she was, working. You know what I mean? She was like a spy or some shit, but I forgot how he worded it. But it could have been true, though. The way he worded it could have been true. But yeah, my thoughts on that. I'm just glad she's home, But I feel United States fumbled the ball on that one. I think we could have got a lot of more people for the trade that they did make on getting her back. That's just my thoughts on that.
I think the ball was in Russia's court, right? Because everybody say we could have, like you said, we could have got more people home, but if Russia's not willing to release them people, then we can't, And then also the guy Victor, who is the Russian arms dealer, he was set to get out anyway. Yeah, he was set to get out anyway.
Oh.
So when they say he's a Russian arms dealer, it's like, well, no other country in the world produces more weapons than the United States, so we're good as far as weapons go.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see a black woman home. Like 9 years in a Russian prison for some weed, like that's motherfuckers don't get 9 years here for weed no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think they just try to do that on purpose. Just cause. But I feel like I'm just glad she home. Black woman's home. And I just feel like the United States could have got a couple more people home for the person that they did give up. Being as though dude was about to get out anyway.
Right.
So it's like. But
yeah, like once again, if Russia's not willing to,
he was an arms dealer.
Yeah, he was an arms dealer. From my understanding, I don't know too much about it, but from what I've read, he was an arms dealer. He got booked back in the 90s, and his time was up. And so he was coming home.
Shit.
So anyway, yeah.
It was the dumbest. That was dumb. That's what I'm saying.
So dude been down for a while. He's no threat to the U.S. The U.S. has said they have one of the strongest military forces. So bring Brittany home, let dude go, and boom.
Man, shit. That's controversial. I don't know. But I'm just glad
bring Brittany home.
Yeah. Free Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
Free Brittany. Yeah, ain't nobody in the comments really saying nothing about Brittany Griner or nothing so far. So I guess we just move on to the next topic. Stuff. Pros and cons about co-parenting. I think you could go ahead and pros and cons in co-parenting.
Yeah, that's a broad spectrum for real. So I guess I'll go to my personal experience. Pros and cons of co-parenting is I would say the con is if you have to co-parent, that means like the house is broken up. And for me, I never wanted to raise my kids separate from their mom and dad because I didn't have a dad growing up. And so I wanted to raise my kids in a two-parent household. Studies show that kids who are raised in two-parent households are more successful than kids who are raised in single-parent households. Even though me and my children's mother are actively in their lives, but just never wanted to raise my kid in a separate household. So I guess that was like the cons for me. The pros are like now that we're co-parents, like I get a break from these kids. So like when like the week they're with me, cool, I'm in daddy mode. But then that week off, I could do anything. Like go to Mexico. Like I came back from Mexico, go out of town. You know what I mean? So having that week off, completely off, I think that's one of the pros. So
yeah, cool. Shit with me, I just feel like, all right, y'all had a child, y'all ain't together no more. But I feel like, all right, since we ain't together no more, we shouldn't be beefing. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be having to cuss you out all the time. You shouldn't be having to, you know what I mean, back and forth doing all this weird crowd crazy shit. We just co-parent, raise the baby. It'd be simple. Like you just can't be mad at the simple fact that I'm not with you, and I ain't mad at the simple fact that you ain't with me. That don't mean we can't co-parent. Like at the end of the day, it's over. Everything we was doing, it ran its course. We just now everything's focused on the child. So all the back and forth and shit, I think that's just a lot. Sometimes with co-parenting, and co-parenting, you can't exist like your baby mother or your baby's father. Y'all can coexist. It's just y'all got to be grown up about the situation. All right, we ain't together no more. Let that go. But it's about the child. So and at the end of the day, some men don't be wanting to be around it because of the BM. Like, it's hurting the child, but at the end of the day, the BM be doing so much. Like, it just be like, man.
So
you feel me? It just be so much, and your families don't want to get involved. So it's now you gotta like deal with it. So it pushes you away sometimes. Like, man, I ain't even trying to deal with her.
So me and my ex, we were together 10 years, and then we split. Even when we split, we seen it coming, but even when we split, it was still hard for me. But I knew it was something I had to do. And then once we split, I had the decision of either being bitter and petty or healing. So I did therapy. Well, I was already doing therapy, but I stayed in therapy. I tried to look at things from a logical standpoint and an emotional standpoint. And then I knew my healing was my responsibility, so I was just very intentional about my healing. And also healing, with healing comes forgiveness. I had to forgive her for things that she was never sorry for. I had to forgive her for things that she didn't feel like she was wrong about. I had to forgive her for things that she did that didn't even know she hurt me. You know what I mean? So I had to forgive her for all that. And then
but you had to forgive her for you to be forgiven. Is that just like something?
I had to forgive her so I wouldn't carry that burden around.
Oh, okay.
Because like when you dealing with unforgiveness, you mad. A lot of times thinking about that situation, it's just like, man, stress will kill you. Stress is a silent killer. So yeah, man. Shout out to that. But yeah, and it just past couple months been good. We've been separated for almost a year now.
Yeah.
And but I'm in a new relationship too. So shout out to that thing popping, man.
Yeah. Shout out to other relationships that's going strong.
Shout out to Bay.
Shout out to Boo.
Shout out to Bay.
Shout out to Boo. But yeah, like it's just, I don't know. You forgiven for things she's sorry for. That comes with growing up. Mm-hmm. Being a man standpoint. It's not that I forgive my BM. It's not. It's just like, all right, just quit the bullshit. Like, sometimes that should be too much. Like, then you're doing just extra.
So sometimes
continuously. Like,
sometimes you gotta get to the root of the problem. All right, like, why is she doing the bullshit?
That's my point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. She can do her. I don't bother her. Mm-hmm. Why you always bother me? Like, what is the problem? But I don't know. I know it pushes me. I ain't making no excuse. It pushes me away from her sometimes, and that's really affecting the child because I'll block her and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But.
And so even with that being said, I made a post a while ago on Facebook, and they went crazy on it. But I told them that, like, a lot of times the bond we have with our child in the beginning is contingent upon the bond we had with the mother. So, like, if you had a baby with some straggler, there was a one-night stand, you're not really going to give a fuck about being in that child's life for some people. But if you had a child with a woman you was with for years and that was your best friend, then you're going to want to beat her for that child. And so I be telling people, the bond that a father has with a child is oftentimes contingent upon the bond he had with the mother. And I'm not condoning nobody not being there for their child, but what I'm saying is, like, ladies, don't make it harder for a guy to be there for his child.
That's it.
Because I mean, if we wasn't really fucking with you like that, we already looking at this as like an added burden or responsibility. And so if you making it harder for us, like, well, why the fuck do I even want to be around that?
Yeah. Basically, that's basically it. You just making it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we already dealing with so much. Then to get that shit from you, and like, it's like they use that shit against us. Like, for real, they use the child as a pawn, and you want to keep doing all this crazy shit that don't even be necessary. You just want to do it because you can. You get away with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit like that. So you want to continue to do it. Continue to putting your hands on me and shit like that. I don't beat her up.
Listen, ladies, hear me now and hear me good. Don't put your hands on me because I'm liable to hit you back. Nash. I'm just keeping it a being. And that go for a man, woman, whoever. I mean, our moms taught us, keep your hands to yourself. Mm-hmm. That was one of the first things. So all that, you put your hands on me, I'm hitting you back.
You hitting her?
I mean, I'm obviously try to show restraint, but if I'm just being real, there's been times where I didn't show restraint. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it might be out of 10 situations that one time you put your hands on me, it's just a reaction, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
like Jody.
But the other 9, I was cool. Yeah, I let you get your rocks off, but that 10th time it might be something different. And that don't make me no less of a man or whoever. I'm not just saying just me, whoever's dealing with that don't make you not less of a man. That just make you a man that made a mistake. And don't let nobody define you by your mistakes neither.
That's a good joint right there. So you think I should smack my BM one time?
No.
Like, nah.
No.
Let's get it out the way. Just relieve us. Just one good one. Like, nah, for real. But there's ladies, stop making it hard for us, because we be wanting to be in that child's life, and fellas, stop making it hard for some of these babies' moms, because she want to be in that child's life. It's vice versa, but 9 times out of 10. Y'all babies' moms be doing a lot, man. Just the most, making it harder for us anyway, and we want to be there.
And then and then like men, like we gotta realize too is like we might be going into a situation with the intent of having sex, busting a nut, but once something is conceived, now it's like, all right, like you have that responsibility of, all right, do I want to bring a child into this world without a strong family foundation? Which I'm not saying if you get a chick pregnant, be with her. But I would definitely consider it, because you don't want to keep bringing children up in these broken households. Or if you're not going to be with that mother, have a strong influence in your child's life where, they know who dad is. Like a lot of these young girls be out here acting wild because they didn't have a strong father. A lot of these young boys be out here acting wild because they ain't have a father. Like, you know what I mean? So,
man, that's a good topic right there. Good topic, man.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was moving and grooving, like talking to bitches, it was always easier to manipulate a bitch that didn't have her dad growing up. You know what I mean? Like a bitch that had her dad growing up, like, them hoes ain't with that shit.
Yeah.
Ain't so.
Damn. I never thought of that.
We allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah. Pop your
cool.
shit. But,
all right, cool.
Yeah. But anyway, man, make it happen. Let's move on to the next topic. Next one is, oh shit. When is it okay to stop having multiple partners? Shit.
I feel like it's always okay to stop having multiple partners. I feel like it's okay to be celibate. One thing I'm teaching my sons, see, when I grew up, it was fuck bitches and get money, and niggas gave you praise according to how many bitches you could fuck, how much money you had, how fly you dress. I be telling my sons, every woman don't deserve to know you in that capacity. Every woman don't deserve your penis, deserve your sexual energy, deserve you, period. So if you gonna, because I had to tell my oldest son, so me and my oldest son, we were dealing with something, and what it was he saw me in a relationship, and I had 2 children by somebody other than his mom, but we raised them in a house together. And then his mom remarried and had 2 children by that man. Yeah. And he saw his 2 brothers on my side, his 2 sisters on his side get raised with their mom and dad. He didn't do that because me and his mom were babies and we had him. Yeah. So he didn't get a chance to do that. So I said, don't repeat that cycle, son. Like, if you're going to be with a woman, then be with that one woman, and also learning how to commit builds integrity in somebody. If you can't commit to nothing, you're going to fail at just about everything. So, the power of commitment is strong.
So when is it okay to stop having multiple partners? When you find that one that you feel like you could just build with, the one you want to marry, that's when it's okay to stop having multiple? I don't know, but like you were saying before, you said like when a man had multiple partners, like that, when men have multiple partners, it was like praise, but when a woman does it, she's a hoe.
Right. So so that's what I was saying. Like, men, as men, we can never be hoes. Only women can be hoes, because if we if a woman walked in right now and she slept with me, you, and everybody else